Well, hello everyone. Welcome back. I know it's been a while. I think it's been, geez, almost 3 or 4 weeks. Seems like 3 weeks. Anyway, yeah, well, we got a new grandbaby in the family, and Nancy got to go out to help with. And unfortunately, the place she helped didn't have a dishwasher. And we were talking about how many dishes she washed, and it's the Nancy 5000 dishwashing machine.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it made me start thinking about all the, I haven't, there's toxins in dishwashing liquid. There's toxins in everything that they give us to use, and we wonder why we get sick, and we don't know why. So I know Nancy's done some deep diving into this. What have you found, Nancy?
Well, two things. Actually, three. One, at some point in time, we will do a video on the backstory, our backstory. Two, as I'm doing these dishes, so I'm thinking to myself, I just heard that Newsom this is out in Monterey, recycling the sewage into the drinking water. And as I'm washing dishes, I'm thinking to myself, ugh.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's nothing we could do.
Where's the chlorine bleach dad?
Exactly. So this might be a case of chemicals are better than no chemicals, but that kind of hovered over my teeth brushing for 3 weeks. But doing dishes and thinking about, our skin, it's an entire organ. My hands are part of the mix. The skin on my hands and your hands are it's as important as the skin on your face, and your hands will show your age also, which some of the photographs we have on our website, and I can pull it up here, that the dark spots, that age spots that have gone away with the use of Intensive on my hands. But doing dishes, even with a so-called clean detergent, it destroyed my hands, and I maintained a little bit of the texture and firmness of my skin by using Curative at night and in the morning, and throughout the day too. Some of these things, when I started to look it up, one of the biggest ones is the surfactants, and that's sodium lauryl sulfate. Now, we used to
Yeah, and it's interesting. I don't hate to interrupt, but I was looking at Whole Foods at, supposedly environmentally friendly, plant-based dishwashing liquids, right? Because I'm moving to a house that has a septic system, and I didn't want to screw that up, because you don't want to put chemicals in there. All the little young bacteria like to, do their thing. And, the one that says plant-based Whole Foods brand dishwashing liquid, and you turn it around and you look at it, and first second thing is sodium lauryl sulfate. I'm like, the rest of it's good. They put a bunch of good things in there, and they put the worst surfactant in the world. Okay, so there's no point to having the good stuff. And I wonder what you were using was something just like that, where it came from Whole Foods and it says plant-based, so you think, oh, it must be good.
I didn't have time to really investigate, and Therese, our daughter, was getting that put together for me as
Yeah.
But so sodium lauryl sulfate is what makes it sudsy, foamy. And this was something this conversation I had with Therese and Chris was about bacteria, about washing dishes, about being clean and keeping yourself from all bacteria. You don't want to do that. This is your biofilm, and you've got your microbiome in your gut, but your biofilm is all kinds of microorganisms that help fight the pathogens. So you want to stay clean, but you don't want to be antiseptic.
Right.
You're breaking down your natural barriers. And this is another subject that I actually didn't plan on talking about, but in washing dishes, it's the most important thing, like washing your hands, is you don't need soap, you don't need hot water. It's the action of moving whatever's on your hands off with water, right? The best washing your hands is to the song Happy Birthday. But sodium lauryl sulfate and these surfactants make surfaces slippery. they suds up, they're sudsy, but they make surfaces slippery so that bacteria and microorganisms will slide off easier, but it's
Hmm.
not necessary. It really isn't necessary. And that sodium lauryl sulfate strips the skin of natural oils. I can guarantee that is exactly what happened to me. And then you have the added challenges of the fragrances and dyes. And
Right.
we've been through the fragrances and the dyes already. But it'll cause contact dermatitis, which I
Yeah.
ended up getting on my ring. And allergic contact dermatitis if you're using something like Dawn. Those are a lot heavier than
Yeah.
the plant-based ones that
So
you
what could you use for contact dermatitis?
routine.
I know we had to slip it in there. You knew we weren't going to not talk
Yeah,
about our products. Come on. I mean,
absolutely.
yes, we're trying to help you understand. There's another interesting factor that people don't realize about hand washing dishes is how much water you
Oh,
waste.
I love this. Yeah.
Now, I've always known that I've always heard a long time ago, but I never knew how much it was until I looked and saw that if you had a full dishwasher full of dishes, okay, top and bottom loaded to the gills, like we've all got every day, and you wash that all by hand, they say it averages about 27 gallons of water to wash it by hand. And you're still using your hot water heater and probably more because your hot water heater is running every time you got that hot water on. How much does an Energy Star dishwasher use? How much do you think? Take a guess. Energy Star rated 3 gallons for the same amount. So that's 1/9. Yeah, 3 times 9 is 27 of the water. Okay, so that's a resource that we need to conserve anyway. And if these people who are saying, oh, Green Planet, blah, 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 they probably all use Dawn and Ajax and God knows what else, and they don't really care. But that's a whole other story for a different video and a different idea. But even if you said it took, it took only 20 gallons. If you were really good about washing your dishes, you're still, and it was maybe 5 gallons for an average dishwasher. That's still 4 times more water.
Yeah, it's
Not
crazy.
to mention, guess what? Water ain't free. It ain't free, as I
Not
say.
anymore.
It's not free.
And if you're living in California, you just don't know where it comes from.
You don't know anywhere where it comes from. So it's important. I
Here,
mean, if you really care about the environment, you care about your environment and the environment around us, you would use, a dishwasher instead of your hands. People say, "Oh, I like to do it by hand." Well, you know what? Sorry, we have these things to help make life better. Use them. If you can't afford one, then save up because you'll save the money you would save
money
in
on
your
the
water
water.
bill. I did that.
Right,
I
right.
think it was like 8,600 gallons of water a year savings.
That's
That's a
crazy.
lot of freaking water. So
I mean, it is when you think about the water treatment plants and especially on the
yeah,
coasts where they're kind of relegated to what little rivers that they have because they can't use the salt water.
right.
And so I mean it's basic conservation, which I think is important. We are stewards of the globe. So
Yes.
it was given
And
to
that's
us.
why
And
we started Nature-Derm, period, was
right,
to do the right thing for
right.
people and for the environment and for the environment of your skin. Okay.
And,
And
and so I have one more other aspect of detergent and doing dishes. Another reason to use your dishwasher are the volatile organic compounds that come off of the dish detergents, and some of those are aromatic hydrocarbons, and I will put these up on the screen, such as benzene, toluene, xylene, ethyl benzene, halogenated hydrocarbons, such as chloroethylene and trichloroethylene. These are cancerous volatile organic compounds. I'm reading over here from an NIH article. So this is all peer reviewed. This is
yeah,
documented.
and
And
isn't it
National
amazing that
Institute of Health.
this is known, okay, and it's
It's
still allowed
not.
to be sold. I
And
just don't
I'll
get
have
it.
the links to the articles in our informative
Mhm.
paragraph.
How do
So
we how do we bring this back to us? Well,
here's
guess what? Guaranteed. Okay, if you have any burns or redness or anything, you put that stuff on, honey, overnight, it's going to be all better. So, We're a little bit rusty because it's been a little while, but I think we did okay. You can let us know in the comments. We like comments. If you want
Yeah.
anything talked about, we'll research it. Go ahead and put questions in the
Put
comments.
questions in the comments. I forgot to bring that up earlier.
Yeah.
But put questions in the comments because we will respond. We'll respond with a session about
Yeah, about
concerns
what you want
with
found
regard
out, talked
to
about.
like to-
And
very happy
of
to do
course,
that.
you're gonna like us, on our
Subscribe.
channel, Nature-Derm, and subscribe, and then you're gonna get the information quicker than most other people. But I think this is it for now, unless you can think of anything else, Nance. Can you think of anything?
No, you all have a great week.
Yeah, we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.